Yeah, Alan is over his injury. He's had a great pre-season, hasn't missed a beat. Training really well at the moment. We're in a bit of match practice. He's been playing up forward and on ball and making a solid contribution. And yeah, I agree with that comment that he can contribute to our goal scoring capacity up forward this year. Cooper's a little bit on the money there. Zack Bailey's been very impressive so far with what he's been able to do. He's a guy that's got a lot of speed and he can spread out of congestion. Certainly the form he's displaying in match practice would put him in line for consideration for selection in round one, but there's a long time to go yet, so we'll wait and see. Well, I hope we can build a dynasty like Lee Matthews. That was a fair dynasty. We're a young, developing team. I think probably, you know, I don't like putting time limits on things, but we're probably 2 to 3 years away from being in that sort of window where we can challenge. But in the meantime, our focus will be on continuous improvement, and who knows how far we can go this year. Tommy's a really versatile player. In the past, he's been used mostly as a rebounding defender, but in the practice matches so far, we've used him on the wing and up forward as well. So he can play a variety of roles for the team. That's one of the things that we're trying to develop within our group, that capacity to play in a number of different positions, and Tommy's doing that really well at the moment. Yeah, Toby's got fantastic game sense, and he's been playing up forward in our intra-club practice games. He's done all the training. You can see with a bit more time he's going to become a really valuable player for us, possibly in a number of positions, including in the midfield. Corey Lyons is an interesting player. His game sense and leadership is beyond his years, and he's probably one of the more intelligent players we have on our list, and he's a guy that speaks up a lot in team meetings and really understands what it is that we're trying to do. So his training form has been terrific. He's done all the sessions. His form on Friday night in our practice game was fantastic, and he'll play AFLX next weekend, and you know, hopefully he can continue to push for a spot in round one. Well, there are quite a few, really. I mean, you know, Reece Matheson really came on last year. Mitch Robinson's back and available, so he can play a bit of time in the midfield. The 3 guys were recruited in the draft: Cam Rayner, Brandon Starcevic and Zack Bailey can all play in the midfield, and then we've got guys like Ben Keys who continues to develop. So I've got a number of options there, and all of them will no doubt be pushing for selection over the next month or two. Oh, look, Reece's absolute strength is his ability to play inside and win the ball in congestion, and so he'll play an important role for us in that area, as he did last year, and particularly in the second half of the year. He's come on again with his fitness and game sense, and we think that's where he'll contribute most strongly to us. There's been a number of them, and the guys that we drafted last year, Hugh McCluggage, Jared Berry, Cedric Cox, Alex Witherden, they've all come along really well and have benefited from another pre-season. Jacob Allison's another one in that category. And of course the boys that we drafted in this year's draft: Rayner, Bailey, Starcevic, Wooler, Jack Payne, Connor Ballenden. We can expect all those guys, I think, at some point in time to make their senior debuts. So it's an exciting time for Lions fans. A lot of those guys are going to be really good AFL players, and can't wait to see them get their opportunity.